Hello, everybody. So I'm back and feeling a lot better. And I thought I'd react to this video. Whoops. Called Vegan Diets Are Only for the Privileged. So, sorry I'm out of the playlist here, and I'm in other communities, not just the vegan stuff. But I'm just gonna click on this here.
Veganism, plant-based in particular, is a diet for the
For one moment while I set this up. I got too excited and started recording before I was ready. So, let's just get straight into this.
Veganism, plant-based in particular, is a diet for the privileged people who can choose to do so. I can choose to do it. You can choose to do it. If you are Mrs. Smith, working 2 minimum wage jobs, okay, in this country, trying to feed your kids, are you really going to be concerned with your pulses and...
I wonder who this is because he sounds a lot like Robert Cyrus.
making sure the supplements are right to actually feed your kids so they can have a vegan diet? No, you want to feed your kids, all right? And so what annoys me about evangelical plant-based and vegan is not that people do it. People should do what they want to do.
No. Follow biology. Our DNA is 100,000+ years old. It irks me that people, well, I mean, the only thing is at the end of the day, I can't stop you. Does it mean I agree with it or think you should do it? No.
But what they do is they make other people feel bad.
I had someone yesterday say to me, I was texting, it's an old friend of mine, he said, "You're missing out on so much just eating mostly meat and whatever else." And it irks me when people keep saying that over and over and over again. Like, I get people aren't going to understand it, but it just bugs me so much. Like, ugh. Guys, get it through your freaking head. Come on, it's 2023. Can't you do a little bit of research rather than just jump to a conclusion? Oh, you're eating mostly meat, therefore it's not healthy for you at all. Don't ever do it, even though your DNA is like 100,000+ years old and nothing's really changed much about your body. No, just stop eating just mostly meat. Go back to eating the crap that made you feel like crap.
By not having that diet, particularly when they don't have the choice to do it. That is what annoys me.
No, he has some good points.
No. Explain no. Why did you say no? Are you going to?
Healthy diet is not accessible to everyone, especially when we talk about junk food.
I can do carnivore for like $40 to $50 a week. Just saying.
Junk food sadly is more accessible to people with poor income. However, I would like to focus more on his points. That is a healthy diet. There is a beautiful study published by Oxford in 2021.
Oxford. Aren't they the people that are already vegan and vegetarian? A good portion of them anyway. Most of them are the ones that publish these.
The scientists that published this paper wanted to answer the following question. Which of these healthy diet patterns is the more sustainable one when it comes down to costs? This modeling study compared food
Carnivore all the way.
prices from 150 countries.
Think about how expensive Just Egg is. I saw a video Vegan Deterioration did. She said, and I quote, well, actually I won't quote because I don't remember the exact words, but she said that a thing of Just Egg, it's like $8.99 for a box of 6 pieces. You know how many 6 pieces is equivalent to? 3 eggs. So, Round that up to $9. $9 for 3 eggs? I'm sure I could probably get, like, okay. So that means that you'd be paying $36 for the equivalent of a dozen eggs. I'm sure I could buy a dozen eggs for a third of that. Try again.
Included a flexitarian, a pescatarian, a vegetarian, and a vegan diet. A couple of
None of them are good, by the way. None of them. We thrived purely on ruminants. I'm sure we ate fish when we could, but I mean, I'm sure we all ate ruminants to some degree too. Like ruminants, like deer, goat, or the equivalent of whatever they were 100,000+ years ago. I'm sure we ate fish back then too, but I don't think that was the staple. I really don't. I'm pretty sure they had ruminants too. Like goats maybe, or some kind of deer or something,
of different variations of an omnivorous diet, vegetarian diet, and a plant-based diet. They've come to the conclusion that the healthy and sustainable dietary patterns in middle to high income countries were on average 22 to 34% lower in cost, while these dietary patterns in lower middle to low income countries were 18 to 29% more expensive. And we can extrapolate these results even a little bit further. According to the scientists, in high income and upper middle income countries, all dietary patterns except for the high vegetarian pescatarian diets were less expensive, with the greatest.
If you're talking carnivore, yeah, it's less expensive to eat carnivore. Think about how much the vegan fake meat replacements are going up. My mom complains when she sees vegetables going up. Like, maybe stop buying the veggies, people. Stop buying them. Simple. You can live without veggies. You can't live without meat. Sorry. Biology comes first.
Cost reduction for the high grain vegetarian and vegan diets, followed by high vegetable vegetarian and.
Who wants to eat grain all day? Besides Dr. McDougall. If you haven't seen my video on Dr. McDougall, you might want to. It's quite long, but it's fun. And yeah.
And vegan diets. We can clearly see that if you focus your diet around whole plants.
If you don't remember the title and want to watch it again, I actually kind of remember it. I don't know how, but I do. Dr. McDoodoo and his diet of carbs, carbs, carbs.
Plant-based food, you can not only do something great for the environment, for your health, but for your wallet as well. From an anecdotal standpoint, I live in Switzerland, which is one of the most expensive countries to live in the world.
You know what Ireland also has? Blood pudding. I'm pretty sure that's Irish. Isn't it? Switzerland has cheese. Like, I hear the cheese is really good there. And I know they have good meat too. I'm sure they eat the livers. Yeah. Drooling already. And I just ate.
World. I can attest to this statement. However, I specifically said whole plant-based foods. We have to exclude Beyond and Impossible meat burgers from this statement. If you focus your diet around those, then I guess your diet will become more expensive. But I guess
okay, at least he acknowledges that.
We can all agree that food items such as starches, legumes, vegetables, and certain fruits.
You can't live on that though. You can't. Even other vegans would agree that you cannot live just on a diet purely of that. You can't. No. No.
Are the cheapest in almost every single country out there. What are your thoughts about this topic? Feel free to.
My thoughts are go carnivore. Your brain is fried. You have no cholesterol left to fuel it. So, yeah. Just go carnivore, buddy. You don't sound too healthy either. You sound... I don't know if you're old per se, but you sound very old. And vegan diets do. They do that. They make you sound older than you probably are. They make you sound very... They make your voice kind of more like this. I don't know what it is. They do that to the voice. I don't know how. But when I start sounding like this, it's because I start laughing or get a quirky idea. But that's a whole other different thing. Sorry if I'm bouncing back. It's my headphones. But vegan diets make you sound sort of like this. And I don't really understand why all vegans have this sort of voice. Eventually, even Rich Roll started getting that voice. So, yeah. Go carnivore, people. Thanks for watching.